Hello. Had to clean my glasses. Thanks for joining my live. My name is Joyce Fields. I'm 81 years old and I do YouTube lives 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 4 a.m. Pacific time. And I do a 90-minute live where I share advice. The title of my lives is Undifficult Your Life. Undifficult your life. I made that word up, undifficult. A lot of y'all are doing things that are making y'all's lives a lot more difficult than they need to be. And so that is the title of my lives, Undifficult Your Life. And I have been using the advice that I share with y'all. I'm 81 years old, and I've been using it since I was about 10 years old. That's a long time, okay? So now I don't talk about religion, or God is not a religion. So I talk to God all day long. Jesus Christ, the Bible, all that kind of stuff, nothing on my life, as I will not tolerate religion or politics on my live. And my moderators will deal with y'all. The punishment will fit the crime, as the Shelster said. Okay, so I am a TikTok live veteran. I have done over 500 TikTok lives. Now here on YouTube, they post the replays of my lives. I really like that. So I do them 5 days a week, and I think all of them are already posted. Oh yeah, you do it. So go ahead and do what you want to do. So I've done over 500 TikTok lives, but the reason why I'm not on TikTok anymore doing these lives, I still post just about every single day. I posted 2 things on TikTok today. So, but TikTok in September changed their community guidelines violations rules, and I thought they were too restrictive. And so I wanted to be able to feel a lot more free saying what I have to say. And they also increased their subscription price to subscribe. So that's why I did my last TikTok live. Look the way y'all, that the universe lined this up, y'all. I did my last TikTok live on Friday, August 29th. Oh, you're very welcome. Glad to hear that. And then the universe worked it out absolutely perfectly. I couldn't have asked for more. And I did my first YouTube live the following Monday on September 1st. Wow. So I'm still getting used to, hey, Shells, I just talked about you. I'm still getting used to doing these lives on YouTube because it's different. I'm having a problem finding the comments. Like I said, I'm 81. Now, I know how to do a live, but I do not know about all the intricacies of social media. Oh, I was just telling them how my moderators will take care of you. The punishment will fit the crime, as the Shelster said on my last live. Yeah, Pep said, I told Pep, it cracked him up too. So, like I was saying, okay, I've done over 500 TikTok lives. So the reason why I stopped doing my lives on TikTok, like I told y'all, is they changed the rules, and I thought it was going to be too restricting. So that's why I came over to YouTube. I still post on TikTok. I have over 53,000 followers on TikTok. And I'm not going to abandon them, and I still post. And so, and I'm still getting new followers. The content that I have on my TikTok, I have, oh my God, so much good content that you can use, okay? You can use it. It's so helpful. And very impactful. So check it out. On TikTok, my username is JJ, two J's, the letter J, the letter J. Thank you. Fields, Fields, and the number 7. Now, okay, now don't be coming up with this Bible stuff. I do not do religion on my lives. If you want to do religion, you take it someplace else. It's not welcome at all, not here. I talk to God all day. God ain't got no religion, okay? No kind of religion and no politics on my lives. So if you say that kind of stuff, then my moderators will act accordingly. The punishment will fit the crime, as the Shelster says, okay? Hi, everybody. So I did my first YouTube live on September 1st. So I'm relatively new at doing YouTube lives. But hey, a live is a live, because people tune in and tune out and tune back in and all of that stuff, So the numbers fluctuate, but I want y'all to share the live because I want to be able to share the advice that I am, hey, Matt, that I am sharing with y'all, with a whole lot more people. The advice that I share, I like to think that everybody here on my live, yes, no religion, would like to do things to contribute to make the world a better place. You see? And the 4 pillars that I share, the title of my lives is always Undifficult Your Life. So, women in Sweden, okay. So the advice that I share will help you to do just that. And when I say inspire you to make the world a better place, I share pillar number 1. Don't you think that the world would be a better place if more people developed and maintained a positive attitude? Okay. Pillar number 2. The world would be a better place if more people increase their level of patience. Don't you think so? Pillar number 3, stay calm. If more people learn to stay calm, the value of staying calm, the world would be a better place. Don't you agree? And then the last pillar, and I'm going to go over them again, is remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, anger, frustration, and I'll tell you what those 4 words are when I get to that 4th pillar. But don't you think the world would be a better place if more people knew what those 4 words were? And I'll tell you what they are when I get there. So now, I'm hoping that, thank you. Thanks for the responses, y'all. And I'm going to be asking y'all questions throughout my live. And I'm really looking for quick responses because I only have 90 minutes, y'all. And I got a whole lot of advice to share with y'all. All of my lives, Monday through Friday, I cover the same 4 pillars. But all of my lives are different, okay? So some people come back every single day, and they tell me that some people need to hear stuff more than once, So whatever floats your boat. Yeah, thank you, Shells. So now I'm going to cover the 4 pillars. I'm going to tell you what the 4 pillars are. Again, pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. No religion on my lives. No politics on my lives. If you do anything, if you post any stuff to do with religion or politics, Jesus Christ, the Bible, anything like that kind of crap, you will be dealt with accordingly, okay? I got my religion, I talk to God. You have yours, you keep it to yourself. If everybody kept their own religion to themselves, then the world would be a better place. Don't be trying to force your religion on somebody else. So, no, thank you. Okay, so now, pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I tell you how to do that. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. And if you are 10 years old, I tell you how you do that. But I always start with the toddlers. If you are raising toddlers, you will want to hear how easy it is to teach them patience. Now, I also don't answer ridiculous questions, so don't post anything ridiculous or off subject, because I don't answer those kinds of questions. So you're wasting your time when you put those in, okay? You're wasting your time. Because for one thing, I don't look at the comments. I see them in my peripheral vision coming in. But every once in a while, I'll take a break. Oh, I'm never angry. I'm passionate about living in life. Okay, so don't misunderstand. Don't think so. It's not anger. It's total passion. Okay, and energy. That's it. So don't bother typing in long paragraphs. Sometimes I will look at them and I'll see them and I will read them. But yeah, you take a chance on whether or not I'm going to see it. But so that's you. I'm telling you. Thank you. So now, where was I? I'm going to start all over. Pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I'm going to tell you how you do it. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you do it. But if you're raising toddlers, you'll want to hear how easy it is to teach them patience. Pillar number 3, stay calm. There is tremendous power in your ability to stay calm. You start losing your power when you become angry. Spirit gave me this. This is the example that I'm going to use. When you lose power, when you become angry, you can relate to this. You start blustering, all that. And then you become so animated. You just, and then you're hitting things and just throwing things and doing all that kind of stuff. You see? You're losing power when you do that kind of mess. I hope y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? How you're losing power when you start blustering and all of that? Come on. Oh, yeah, thank you, Opa Chopa. Come on, give me some more responses, y'all. Can y'all see how you're losing power? You start blustering and howling and screaming. You're losing power. Look, this is power. Calm. This is power. And I hope y'all can see the difference instead of all of that, okay? So that's pillar number 3, stay calm. And throughout my lives, I do what I call helpful hand visuals. Now, I call them that because on one of my TikTok lives this year, one of my viewers, her name is Jessie Knott, and she said, quote, "These visuals are so helpful," unquote. So that's what I call them. She was talking about the gestures that I do with my hands in combination with the words coming out of my mouth. And I am able, this is my gift from the universe, from God, whatever you want to call it. And all of us have gifts. All of us were given gifts. And your gift is going to be, and if you don't know what it is, it's going to be something that you enjoy doing and something that you are really good at. So sit down and think about it. Think about what your gift is. All of us were given gifts. And one of mine is the gift of being able to communicate philosophies, concepts, ideas, all of that kind of stuff from my mind to y'all's mind. And I say this every live I do. A lot of y'all are sitting there saying, yeah, right, okay. I know, I understand that, but you'll see it when I do helpful hand visual in pillar number 1 as well. So when I get to pillar number 3, stay calm, when I did the helpful hand visual on my live, it blew a lot of my viewers' minds. And so I did it for my man. His name is Pap. His real name is Fred. It's Pap, P-A-P. His real name is Fred. We've been together for 68 years. Yep, you heard that correctly. We have been together for 68 years. I'll get back to the pillars, pillar number 3, because this is when I was telling y'all. It blew his mind when I showed it to him. Spirit gave them to me. Spirit gives me all my helpful hand visuals, y'all. I don't make them up, okay? So Me and Pap have been together for 68 years. I want y'all to share this live because I'm going to be sharing advice that y'all can live by, So undifficult your life, for real. See, we've been together for 68 years. We've been married for 58 years. We just celebrated our 58th wedding anniversary this past June 3rd. And so we've been together since we were 13 years old. We were both 13 years old. Yeah, it blows my mind too, Mr. Ferdy. I don't take it for granted. I look at Pap and I say, my goodness gracious, I've been with this man over half of my life. I'm 81 years old, and he's 82. He just turned 82. We've been together since we were both 13. Like I said, it blows my mind too. Yeah, see, it blows my mind. Dave, I am a retired executive assistant, okay? Computers are no strangers to me. I am also a word processing supervisor, a former word processing supervisor. So I spent a whole lot of years in corporate America, okay? So now I'm going to show y'all a picture of me and Pap when we were 25 years old. This is 1969. Good, congratulations. 25 years old, 1969. Pap and Joyce. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad y'all are interested. Now, this next picture is last year, our 57th wedding anniversary. We were both 80 years old on this picture. Okay? Both 80 years old, Pap and Joyce, 80 years old. Now, here's what I like to do. Look at this. The passage of time, y'all. At the top, we're 25 years old. At the bottom, we're 80 years old. Thank you. Thanks for all the compliments, y'all. Yeah, I love this. I love having these pictures of the passage of time. So now, when I showed the helpful hand visual that I did in, thank you, he's asleep right now. It blew Pap's mind, and it blows my mind as well. So when I get to pillar number 3, y'all gonna wanna hang around just so you can see the helpful hand visuals that I do for stay calm. Tremendous power. You start losing your power when you become angry. Don't do it. And when I get to pillar number 3, I'm hopeful that we'll be convincing a whole lot of people to stay calm, okay? So now, pillar number 4, there are only 4 pillars, y'all. And pillar number 4 is remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, anger, frustration, or any ugly stuff that would be inside of you. And I'll tell you what those 4 words are when I get to the 4th pillar. Okay, now back to pillar number 1. Develop and maintain a positive attitude. Okay, now I'm going to address Lena Omar. What business is it of yours, what I'm wearing? What business is it of yours? And this is for everybody on my live, okay? See, this is part of what's wrong with the world. A lot of people are into everybody else's business. People, y'all should mind your own business. What business is it of yours, what I'm wearing? If you want to hear the advice that I share, fine, that's wonderful. But stay out of other people's business. Is it going to benefit you to know what I'm wearing or why I'm wearing it? Is it going to benefit you? It's not. And it's none of your business. So stay out of other people's business. It's just that simple, y'all. I don't understand. And, I do understand because people are being misled left and right, okay? So if you don't take anything else out of my life today, stay out of other people's business. What business is it of yours what somebody has on? Okay? Now, I hope that got through. Come on, give me some responses. Did that make sense to y'all? Come on. Give me some responses, y'all. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to give you the pillars. Good. Okay. Yes. Yes, makes sense. So stop minding other people's business. Don't be asking people questions that's none of your business. I hope you learned something. So now, okay, I went through the 4 pillars. Now back to pillar number 1. I'm getting ready to go into the pillars now. I want y'all to share this live because the advice that I share, I live it. I'm 81 years old. I have been living this advice since I was about 10. You see? 10, that's a long time. And I tell Pap all the time that I live a virtually stress-free life. And I'm going to be sharing advice to help y'all to do the same. Live a virtually stress-free life too, okay? For real. I tell Pap a lot that I live an enchanted life. Thanks, Zealot. And I do. It's not that stress, I handle stress differently. I handle stress in a positive way, in a healthy way. And I'm going to tell y'all how you do it as well. So now, pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. Share the live, y'all. The way you do that. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. Do you ever consciously think about the fact that there are only 2 attitudes that you can have? There's just 2. There is not a third attitude. Some people say neutral. No, you're either going to lean negative or positive. You cannot be planted, okay? You're not a car or a vehicle. You can't be neutral and go nowhere, okay? It can't be. So you have 2 choices. Well, it's not really a choice. I'm going to get into that. A negative attitude or a positive attitude. Come on, give me some responses. Do you ever really consciously think about that? Come on, y'all, give me some responses. Do you ever really consciously think about the fact that there are only 2 attitudes that you can have? No, it's not okay to have. You can't be neutral. You're going to lean one way or the other. Okay, come on. Yeah, okay. So good. Y'all do think about it. That's wonderful. Okay, Mr. Ferdy, that's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to give you some information to do that. Okay. All right, cool. So now, only 2 attitudes that you can have, y'all. A negative attitude or a positive attitude. All right? So now, I'm gathering my thoughts here. Negative attitude, positive attitude. Here is what I have observed, and I'm always observing. I seldom absorb anything, and that BS is out there in the world, so no, don't let that into you. So here's what I have observed. You do not choose to have a negative attitude. No, you don't choose to have a negative attitude. If you don't choose to have a positive attitude, and a positive attitude is a definite choice, y'all. A positive attitude is a deliberate choice, y'all. A positive attitude is an on-purpose choice. You must choose to have a positive attitude because, and this is what I have observed, if you don't choose to have a positive attitude, you almost definitely will have a negative one. It's like it is a default. Good, I'm glad you get what I'm talking about, Ivy. You're going to get it even more, let me tell you, because this is my gift, and I love doing it. I've done over 500 TikTok lives, and I just started doing my YouTube lives on September 1st, Monday, September 1st. So on TikTok, I was doing Sunday through Friday. Now I'm doing Monday through Friday here on YouTube. So now I was saying, if you don't choose to have a positive attitude, you almost certainly will have a negative attitude. Thank you, hey baby. So Hold on. And the way that you choose to have a positive attitude is you write a program. And the way that you write a program is you say it out loud. Say it out loud. And this is what you say. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Come on, y'all, share the live. I would love to be able to share this advice with a whole lot more people. And it doesn't cost y'all anything to share the live. So I'm going to repeat it. Here's the program that you write, and here's what you say out loud. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. And set your feet on that path. I'm going to give you a lot of tips on how you do just that. So, what the program says is, now a lot of people will say you say it in your mind. And no, Joyce Fields is telling you to say it out loud. Because when you say it in your mind, that's only one element that you are using. It's one element that you're saying it in your mind. When I tell you to say it out loud, you are using 3 elements. You are engaging. That's more power, you know? So it's coming out of your mouth, you're hearing it with your ears, and then it gets plastered into your psyche. So say it out loud. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. And when you have a positive attitude, all kinds of portals open up to you, doors, windows, everything. And it pours in, positivity just pours into your life. So now a positive attitude it will present you with so much opportunity that you didn't see before. When you commit to having a positive attitude, and I'm going to give you a whole lot of tips on how you do it, it's like you're having a socket in your hand. The positive attitude is like a socket, a plug, rather, a plug. And you plug it into your spirit. You plug it into your soul. And I love saying this. I say it every live I do. It electrifies you. You hear me? It electrifies you. It kicks you into gear, and it makes you more of a vibrant electrical thing in your own life, okay? That's the only way to be, is having a positive attitude. There are no advantages to having a negative attitude. Why put yourself at a disadvantage? Think about that. So now, I am going to show y'all what a negative attitude looks like. You heard me. Oh, you're going to wait and you're going to see a whole lot of stuff when I get through explaining it to you. I'm going to show you what a negative attitude looks like. Okay? On the count of 3, I'm going to show you, thanks, Janet, what a negative attitude looks like. 1, 2, 3. Here's what a negative attitude looks like, y'all. These are the kind of people that say, woe is me. My life sucks. I can't stand this. I can't stand that. Complain, complain, complain. In the meantime, now what I'm doing now is a helpful hand visual. First one, no, it's the second one, because that's the plug when I did the first one. This represents positive elements that are constantly, y'all, flying through the universe. They are constantly flying through the universe, constantly. All kinds of positive things. But they always, y'all, fly over the heads of people who have a negative attitude. You see? Now, when you write that program and when you say it out loud, come on, y'all. Share this live. When you write that program, when you say this out loud, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. This is what happens. On the count of 3, I'm going to show you what happens. 1, 2, 3. Here's what happens, y'all. What was flying over your head is now making contact with your psyche. Did you see that? Did you get that? Did I convey that accurately for y'all? Did y'all understand? Come on, give me some responses quickly with your responses. I'm running out of time. I only got 90 minutes here, y'all. So give me some responses. Was I effective in sharing how, from my mind to y'all's, about positive attitude? Oh, wonderful, Mr. Ferdy. Thank you. Yeah, good, Janet. Yeah, thanks, Honda Accord. Wow, today's, yes. Pooh, good. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. I am a generator. Okay. Well, it can't go to everybody. Some people won't get it, so that's okay. All right, so now, there, good. When you write that program and you say it out loud, I don't care who's around you, because it gives you an opportunity to spread positivity. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. What that says is, from this point, right here, right this minute, and a positive attitude is a choice that you can make at any minute in your life. Any minute in your life. You can choose to have a positive attitude. And I told you how you do it. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. You can tell all the people in your life, don't throw it up to me about what my attitude was like yesterday or last week or last year or whatever. From now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. What that means is from this point forward, so don't throw it up at me about what my attitude was, okay? So that's all you got to do. Now, a lot of y'all have a negative attitude and you may or may not know it. Thank you. Appreciate that. A screenshot. My stand is kind of acting up on me, y'all, so bear with me. Okay. Wonderful. So a lot of y'all have a negative attitude and you may or may not even know it. But you can change it anytime you choose to, and I just told you how. Positive attitude is a choice that you make at any minute in your life. You can do that. So I'm going to read y'all a list of words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude, and it might be you, but I told you how you can change it at any minute in your life. I'm also going to read y'all a list of words that will guide you on your path to developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Okay? So, now, here are the words that will help you to identify people in your life who probably have a negative attitude, and it might be you. And these words describe personality traits or characteristics. So don't fret if there's any of these. You can change it anytime you want to. Okay, here are the words: anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment and holding grudges, inferiority, lies and dishonesty, false pride, superiority, and the last word is ego. Back up to the top. The very first word is anger. Do you know people who are full of anger? People who are angry? Are you the one who is full of anger, who is angry? That is negative. Resentment and holding grudges. Do you know people who are full of resentment? People who hold grudges. I'm going to deal with that too, okay? Are you the one who is full of resentment, who holds grudges? That is negative too. I'm going to come back to it, but I'm going to move on to lies and dishonesty. Do you know people who lie, who are dishonest? Are you the one who is the liar, who is dishonest? That is negative too. Now back up to resentment and holding grudges. If you are full of resentment and if you hold grudges, I'm going to tell you something that you probably have never heard before. And that is, you are living in the past. It's not good. I'm going to give you some information that hopefully will help you to change that, okay? You are living in the past. If you are holding on to something that happened, past tense, it happened. There is nothing the people can do about it to change it. And there is nothing that you can do about it to change it. It happened. You have to forgive them. You must do that. You forgive for your own sake. When you hold on to unforgiveness, when you hold resentment, and when you hold grudges against other people, you are doing damage to your own soul, to your own spirit, to your own cells, to your own blood, to your own organs, to your own bones, to your own everything. Look around you. A lot of people that you know hold grudges or hold on to unforgiveness or hold resentment, that can put you into bad health. A lot of those people are on pharmaceutical medications. They are not in good health, and they are not aging gracefully. They look older than they are. That is what I call all of these things the uglies, the lying, the dishonesty, the anger, the regret, the lies, all of this stuff. All of those, I call them the uglies. And the uglies only damage the person who holds on to them. Look around you, people. A lot of people that you know who are full of resentment or unforgiveness or hold grudges against others, like I said, they're on pharmaceutical medications, they are not in the best health, all kinds of stuff. That is what can happen to you and what will probably happen to you when you hold on to unforgiveness, resentment, and grudges. You hold grudges against other people. You must forgive them. And it doesn't matter who it is and what they did. You must forgive. And that's why I just explained it. It creates an invisible internal burden on your cells, on your blood, on everything about you. You must forgive, but that does not mean forget. Some people will say forgive and forget. Hell no. You do not ever forget. Are you an idiot? No. You don't forget, but you must forgive. It's creating problems for you. And if they're holding on to resentment or grudges, it's creating problems for them. So a lot of illnesses are created because of people holding on to unforgiveness and resentment and holding grudges against other people. You see, it can really make you ill physically, for real. So you must forgive. Now, again, you don't forget. You keep it on the stove on the back burner. So, hey, don't ever forget, but you must forgive. You're only damaging yourself. You're not hurting them. You're not punishing them. So now, I'm 81 years old. And when I was a kid, come on, y'all, share the live. I still have quite a bit. I got even more than 45 minutes on here. Yeah, it's a gift that you give yourself. So, and I'm going to explain that in detail. So I'm not just full of quotes, okay? although I am full of quotes. Okay. I wrote a book full of them. So, but now, I'm 81 years old. There was no such thing as text messages or video calls or even email when I was a kid. So y'all can make yourselves you can do a text message to forgive somebody, you can do a video call, you can forgive them. But now let me tell you this. Here's something that you're probably gonna love. If you don't want to have anything else to do with them, nothing at all, you can forgive by saying it out loud to the universe or God or whatever you call your higher power. Oh yeah, you're a witness too. So now, here is what you do. The higher power or God, whatever you call it, was there when the mess happened to you. Now I'm warning people, some people are such, I don't, okay. These trolls, and I get a whole lot more trolls on YouTube, but I have had trolls apologize to me after I've said this to them. It doesn't bother me what you're saying, what you are commenting. It just reflects on you. You're the idiot, So before you take the time to type in a stupid comment, or before you take the time to type in a comment about Jesus or the Bible or politics or anything, before you take the time to do it, my moderators are just going to delete it. So you're wasting your time, And when I see it, it doesn't bother me. And trolls, I think, are very pathetic people. Hey, Kyle, they to deliberately try to insult somebody or try to be mean to somebody, or what is it about you that makes you want to do that? It reflects on you. It doesn't bother me one bit. So like I'm saying, if there are any more trolls on here, before you start to type the stuff that you're going to type, don't put it in. Don't bother, because my moderators are just going to delete it, or I will delete it. Sometimes my moderators will make it so you can still hear what I have to say. And those are the people who really need to hear what I have to say, the advice that I have to share. It will help to make you a better person, because to be a troll is to be an asshole. Okay? Now, I cuss like a sailor, and that was a mild word. Okay. So, oh no, I do. I pay them mine because I've had trolls apologize to me. Okay. So I do pay them mine. So I have to address them. I have to let them know that what they are doing reflects on them. It doesn't bother me. So like I told you, I've had trolls apologize to me. So now I'm telling y'all about forgiveness. See, I remember where I was, you see? Oh yeah, that's true. So you can forgive by saying it out loud to the universe. And I always say this in my lives. I always ask this question. I bring it to the forefront of y'all's minds when I say this. The universe or God or whatever you call your higher power sees everything you do right now, hears everything you say right now, and reads your thoughts right now. When I made that statement just then, did that bring it to your consciousness and make it so that you will be thinking more seriously about what you do, say, and think? When I made that statement about the higher power or whatever you call it, sees everything you do right now, hears everything you say right now, and reads your thoughts right now, are you going to give more thought to what you do, say, and think? Come on, give me some responses, y'all. And I'm amazed at how many yeses I get. So come on. Did I bring that to your consciousness and you are going to seriously think about what you do, say, and think? Yeah, you see? Yes. Wonderful. Yeah, think about that. The higher power sees everything we do, say, and think. And here, you can read our minds. So Wonderful. Now, here is how you forgive somebody by saying it out loud to the universe. Share this live, y'all. Oh, wonderful. Good. I'm glad. So now, here's what you say out loud to the universe. Universe, I forgive so and so for doing such and such to me. I'm going to repeat it. Universe, I forgive so and so for doing such and such to me. Use your hand when you do it, when you say it. Your hand symbolizes touching the universe or touching spirit, you see? So I'm going to give y'all 4 examples of what has happened on my lives. Come on, y'all, share the live. YouTube says I have 126 people. Oh, good, Ivy, it works. I made a list and forgave out loud. Wonderful, thank you. Yes. So now I'm going to give y'all 4 examples of what has happened on my lives. No religion, no Jesus, no Bible, not on this live, okay? And no politics either. Thank you, Shells. So, 4 examples I'm going to give y'all. Example number 1, a young lady said that she forgave that way. She forgave her dad that way. And she immediately burst into tears. The second young lady said, I forgave myself, and you can forgive yourself. The universe saw what you did or said too. Okay. You can forgive yourself. So she said, I forgave myself that way, and I immediately burst into tears. And then the third one was a young man. And he said, I forgave, and I felt my spirit shift. Yep. So the 2 young ladies that immediately burst into tears, and the young man who felt his spirit shift, the reason why they immediately burst into tears and the reason why he felt his spirit shift is because, like I said earlier, when you hold on to unforgiveness or resentment or hold grudges against other people, you are creating an internal, invisible burden on your soul, on your entire being. And when you forgive, it's like what the Shelster calls a pressure release valve. Okay? And when you forgive, it goes, psst. You see? Forgive them. It'll make your life better. It'll make your spirit easier. Now, the 4th example is a young lady by the name of Patricia. She had been watching my lives, and she was holding a grudge against her mother for over 40 years. Y'all heard that correctly. Over 40 years she was holding a grudge against her mother. Thanks, Mercy. So she forgave her mother. And like that's 40 years worth of Mother's Days and birthdays and all that stuff. But this past Mother's Day, after over 40 years of not spending Mother's Day together, she forgave her mother and they spent Mother's Day together. She came up as a guest on my TikTok live and was sharing with us what a wonderful experience that was. And I got so full, I'm telling y'all, it warmed my heart tremendously to know that the advice that I share did that for her and her mother. So that's a wonderful thing. So forgive, you know? You still have to forgive, but you don't allow people to keep doing the same thing, you know. So you have to, and I'm going to get to that as well. So now, that's the four examples. So you have to forgive. You forgive for yourself, not for them. Okay? So now, positive attitude, negative attitude. Did y'all get something out of that? The forgiveness? Come on, give me some responses. I, YouTube says I got 122 people on here, and I'd have more than that if y'all would just share this live. Come on, give me some responses. Yeah, don't ever forget. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so get about the business of forgiving to make your life better. You have an ulterior motive for forgiving. It's going to make your life better, okay? So, now, positive attitude and negative attitude. Nobody can have a positive attitude 100% of the time. Thank you. I appreciate sharing it, y'all. I really do. It doesn't cost you anything to share the live, and I would love for more people to hear the advice that I'm sharing. The advice that I share will help to make the world a better place, you know, so if people will implement it. So, nobody can have a positive attitude 100% of the time, and nobody can have a negative attitude 100% of the time. You see? I'm going to repeat that. Nobody can have a positive attitude 100% of the time, and nobody can have a negative attitude 100% of the time. Therefore, we live our lives by a ratio. RATIO, a ratio. Now I'm going to ask this question, and I only want responses that say no. Thank you for sharing it. I really appreciate all the people who shared. I thank you so much. So I only want responses that say no. Do you know that you live your life by a ratio? Come on, give me some responses, y'all. Give me some responses. I only want responses that say no, because if you say yes, you've been listening to my live more than likely, and you already know the answer. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. So how do you share? I don't know how you do that either, y'all. How do you share? Janet is asking. She said, I don't see a share button anywhere. Okay. Now, I'm going to explain to y'all I'm going to. This is Joyce Fields. I explain always, okay? A ratio is, do I have one here? Kyle said 3 dots in the top right corner. I don't have them. I don't have 3 dots, so I guess the live creator doesn't have those. I don't know. Let me see if I got something down here. I don't see any way that the live creator can share. Oh, okay. All right, so thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it, y'all. So a ratio is a very simple tool, that will definitely, I said it will definitely help you to better control your life. I'm going to repeat that. Come on, y'all, share this live. I would love to be able to share all this advice with a whole lot more people to help them undifficult their lives. A ratio is a very simple tool that will definitely, I said it will definitely help you, thank you, to better control your life. Okay? Now, you and you alone control your ratio. You and you alone set it. If you set it too high, you can lower it. If you set it too low, you can raise it. My ratio is 80-20. I don't own it. You can use it, and you just decide on. Some people on my lives have chosen 75-25, 60-40, or whatever. So My ratio is 80-20. And I'm going to explain what that means. That means that 80% of the time, I'm happy being in the positive attitude mode. Hey, Chile. And 20% of the time, I'm okay. I didn't say I was happy. I'm okay with being in the negative attitude mode. No, it has to total 100 gold, Dottie. Oh, thank you, Alpha. So 80%, 20%. It has to equal 100, okay? So, but now, nobody can be positive attitude 100% of the time. Nobody can be negative attitude 100% of the time. Therefore, you live your life by a ratio. Mine is 80-20. That means 80% of the time, I honor the programs that I write. Okay, thanks for coming. And tell people about the lives too, please. Thanks. So 80% of the time, I honor the programs that I write. 80% of the time, I do what is right, what is fair, what is honest, what is considerate, what is kind, all of those good things, okay? That's 80% of the time. The advice that I share, honey, is for people 10 years old and up. Nothing specific for 18-year-olds. You know, you're just a human being just like everybody else. And the advice that I share, 4 pillars. Develop and maintain a positive attitude. That's pillar number 1. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. Pillar number 3, stay calm. And pillar number 4, remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, or whatever. And I tell you what those 4 words when I get to the 4th pillar. So now, 80-20, I was talking about my ratio. 80% of the time, like I said, I do what's right, fair, kind, considerate, and all of that. 20% of the time, I'm okay with being in the negative attitude mode. But the negative attitude mode can never include 3 things. Can never include 1, physical abuse. You cannot hit people, you cannot throw things. 2, it can never include verbal abuse. You cannot cuss anybody out. You cannot insult anybody. And thanks to one of my viewers, her username is Midnight, she asked me to include tone of voice. And that's the 3rd thing. You cannot use an ugly tone of voice because it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. No, I don't, Yuna. So 3 things. When you are in your negative mode, it cannot include physical abuse. You can't hit people. You cannot throw things. It cannot include verbal abuse. You cannot cuss anybody out. You cannot insult anybody. And then the 3rd one is you can't use an ugly tone of voice, okay? It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. So as long as you don't include any of those 3 things, no, it's not difficult. If you want to treat people the way you want to be treated, what's difficult about that? You know, and that's what I say. That's another thing I say. Use the golden rule. I live my life by the golden rule. I don't do anything to anybody that I wouldn't want done to me. I don't say anything to anybody that I wouldn't want said to me. It's just that simple, people. Live your life by the golden rule. The golden rule states, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You see? It's just that simple. Treat people the way you want to be treated. So now I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to give y'all a behavior that it's a pretend behavior. I don't have it for real. I'm just going to show y'all how you can write a program and change any behavior that you have. Okay. So now you can take this behavior that I'm going to use as an example, and you can place it on any behavior that you have that you want to change. You're welcome. Now this is a false behavior. I'm going to present you with a false behavior that I have. I don't have it. Then I'm going to present y'all with the program that I write to overcome that behavior. Here's the behavior. I eat 12 cookies every day. Not true. I do not want to eat 12 cookies every day. That's the behavior. Here is the program that I write. I eat 12 cookies every day. I do not want to eat 12 cookies every day. Starting tomorrow, I will eat 10 cookies. And tomorrow comes and you eat 10 cookies. And the next days, weeks, months, whatever, you're still eating 10 cookies. Now, what that means, that 80-20 program that I have, 80% of the time, I'm going to honor that program. I'm going to eat 8 cookies. 20% of the time, I can. That's my wiggle room, my cheating room, my, whatever you want to call it. I can go back up to 11. I can even go back up to 12, but I'm still within the 20 margin, okay, 20% margin. So 80% of the time, I'm going to eat 10 cookies, and I might even lower it to 8. Write another program. Say, starting tomorrow, I eat 10 cookies starting tomorrow, I'm going to eat 8 cookies, okay? So, and say it out loud. I had one viewer on one of my TikTok lives, and she had an eating disorder, and she used that behavior modification, whatever you want to call it, that program to change that. Then she put the comment on my live. It was on my TikTok live, and she said, I went from 6 meals a day to 5 to 4 and now 3 because of her advice, meaning the advice that I shared. So she used it for an eating disorder to improve it. She went from 6 meals to 3 meals. So use it for whatever you think is going to help you. Say it out loud. Write that program. Now, if let me see here. I've told you about the ratio. I showed you what a negative attitude looks like. This is a negative attitude. Negative attitude. This is inner peace and spirit. When you come into a negative attitude, it can't come in. So it goes away. Okay? A negative attitude repels inner peace. A negative attitude repels spirit. This is a positive attitude. Positive attitude. You can see what's going to happen, okay? Not only does inner peace and spirit get through, they turn and then they enclose your entire being. Your entire being. Okay? So, a positive attitude. It's the only way to go. I can't think of anything good that has come from a negative attitude. Think about it, y'all. Don't have a negative attitude. It is of no value to you. Okay? It does not improve you. So, a positive attitude. Now, if anybody in your family is doing or saying things to disturb your peace, use kindness always. I'm going to show you how you can deal with that. Nobody should be allowed to disturb your peace, and that includes your own mama. So don't allow anybody to disturb your peace. When they are disturbing your peace, and it's usually somebody in your family, you tell them, I love y'all dearly. I truly do. But when y'all do such and such, or when y'all say such and such, that disturbs my peace. And you tell them that. They are not obligated to change their behavior, though. but you're obligated to tell them. So you tell them, and then you give them enough time to change their behavior if they're going to do so. And then if they don't, hold on here, I'm trying to put this person. Okay, good. Yeah. So no politics on my lives. So no politics, no religion, no Jesus Christ, no Bible, none of that stuff, and no politics. You will be dealt with accordingly. So now, where was I? Yeah, so disturbing your peace. So anybody's disturbing your peace, you must tell them. If you give them enough time and then you come back at them and say words to this effect. I told y'all that y'all, I love y'all dearly, but I told you that y'all are saying things or doing things to disturb my peace, and y'all are still saying them and doing them. So that leaves me no choice. And I give y'all 3 options. You tell them I have to, option 1, feed y'all with a long-handled spoon. Option 2, love y'all from a distance. Or option 3, I have to stop coming around y'all. So you can use any of those options, and you can come up with your 4th one. Thanks for the subscriptions, y'all. I really appreciate it. Subscribing is free here on YouTube. So, and sharing is free. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe or to share. So please get busy doing both, y'all. Especially the sharing, because I want to be able to share this advice with a whole lot more people. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it, y'all, very much. So now if it's your mama that's doing things to disturb your peace, here's your mama. Now we already said don't be talking about God, or God is fine, but if you do talk about God, I talk to God all day long. But I don't do it on my lives, okay? But no Jesus, no Bible, none of that stuff, or politics. So now here is your mama disturbing your peace. And here you are getting your peace disturbed, okay? You tell your mama, Mama, I love you dearly, but when you do such and such, that disturbs my peace. Or when you say such and such, that disturbs my peace. Thank you, Miriam. And so some mamas, I got to take a screenshot of this. Some mamas would say, what peace? Or you ain't got no peace, okay? So be that as it may. But when you write that program, when you say it out loud, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. You raise your frequency, you raise your vibration. You see? Here's your mama. She's still down here doing it. But you are no longer on this frequency. You are no longer on this vibration. You are up here. So what she is doing no longer bothers you. You're on a higher vibration, a higher frequency. All you got to do is raise your vibration, raise your frequency, and you do that by saying, from now on, I am going to be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Very simple, y'all. And put your feet on that path. And I told you all kinds of reasons why you should have a positive attitude. A negative attitude serves no useful purpose, okay? So now, that's pillar number 1. Did y'all get something out of pillar number 1? Come on, give me some responses. I'm getting ready to move into pillar number 2. Give me some responses. Did y'all get something out of pillar number 1? Develop and maintain a positive attitude. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, tell her about it. Come on. Come on, y'all. Give me some responses. Did y'all get something out of pillar number 1? Thank you, Ivy. Come on. Wonderful. Good. Good. Great. Thank you for y'all's responses. So thank you. So now, pillar number 2. You're very welcome. Increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I tell you exactly how you increase your own level of patience. But I always start with the toddlers. If you are raising toddlers, here's how you teach them patience. When that toddler asks for a cookie, tell that toddler, I'll give it to you in 5 minutes. Put yourself on the timer, give that toddler that cookie in 5 minutes. Do that several times. Always use the timer all the way up through an hour. So do that several times, 5 minutes. Stretch it to 10 minutes. Do that several times. And then all the way up to an hour or more. Not only will you be teaching that toddler patience, you will be teaching that toddler how to feel time, how to feel elapsed time. Come on, y'all, share the live. I still have almost a half an hour so I can share this with a whole lot more people. So if y'all share it, then it opens up the possibility that more people will hear the advice that I'm sharing. So now, you not only will you be teaching that toddler patience, you will be teaching that toddler how to feel elapsed time, how to feel time. This is an exercise. Spirit came to me and told me you can teach your viewers how to teach themselves how to feel time, how to feel elapsed time. Now, you need a piece of paper and something to write with, and I'm going to take a drink of my tea. I'm going to count to 10 while y'all get something. Thank you. Get something to write with. I'm going to count to 10, and then I'll be back to tell you what the exercise is that I want you to do. Excuse me. Okay, now, on that piece of paper, oh, thank you, Brooke. I appreciate that. On that piece of paper, write down the time that it is right now, no matter what your time zone is. Write down the time it is right now and put the paper away. And some point later, doesn't matter how long, try to guess what time it is at that point. Do that several times throughout the day, all day, every day. And soon you will get to the place where you won't need paper and pencil or whatever. And I don't, So, and this is what I do all the time. What this is going to be doing is teaching you how to feel time. It will be zooming you in on the second hand moving in a clock. And then if you use an alarm clock to wake up by, and if you wake up before the alarm goes off, try to guess what time it is before you look at the clock or your watch or whatever. Try to guess what time it is. So, yeah, play games with your watch. Yeah. So, now, can y'all use that exercise? Come on, give me some responses. Can y'all use that exercise? Do you think you can use that exercise? Come on, then I'm going to tell you how you teach yourself patience if you're 10 years old or older. Come on, y'all. Can you use that exercise? Come on, give me some responses. Wonderful. Thanks, Kimmy Croy. All right. Okay. Oh, okay. Good deal. Oh, thank you. So now, if you're 10 years old or older, the way you teach yourself patience is you make yourself wait. You write a program. You say it out loud. I am teaching myself patience. I am teaching myself how to wait. I am learning how to increase my own level of patience. And especially if it's something that you are fiending for, make yourself wait. Especially if it's something that you would normally give yourself immediate gratification for, make yourself wait. And if you make yourself wait past the point where you don't want it anymore, that's a fabulous thing. You see? Fabulous. Because it tells you that you're stronger than it. You're bigger than it. So, cheers. 3 cheers to you. Make yourself wait. Teach yourself how to increase your own level of patience. That's the way you do it. And if you are raising toddlers, I highly recommend ordering this book, Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. I had it translated into Spanish, Madre Docena. I don't speak Spanish, but Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. It's 48 pages. It's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com, and the link is in my profile. This book will guide you into raising kids that you can admire. It makes a wonderful gift to expectant parents or parents of toddlers, okay? So the link is in my profile. And the books at goodshortbooks.com, there are 11 nonfiction books there. My sister wrote 1, and I wrote 10. I call us the senior sibling authors. Come on, y'all, share the live. I still have over 15 minutes for people to hear the advice that I'm sharing, and I'll go over it again. So I call us the senior sibling authors. Her name is Anita Jones, and she turned 76 this year, and my name is Joyce Fields, and I turned 81. Oh, wait, I'm so happy to be 81. Can't wait to turn 82. So I call us the senior sibling authors. She's 76, I'm 81. And the books are nonfiction. The books are flying off the shelves, y'all, for real, because people are coming on to my lives, and they are learning about the books. The books will delight you, they will inspire you, they will entertain you, they will motivate you, they will encourage you, all kinds of good things. And we have 3 price categories: $7.99, $9.99, and $12.99. And like I said, this one is $7.99. Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. And I talk about it here. Oh, yeah, please do. The books are really good. And I just uploaded a video yesterday, the 22nd, on October 22nd. And it's a video of all 11 of the books where I explain, the book cover is there, and then there's a big description on all 11 of them. So the video is entitled Joyce Fields Good Short Books Video. 10/22/2025. So I just put the date on there, so it'll help make it easier for y'all to find it. So go and check that out, y'all. If you really are interested in the books, not only do I want you to check out the link in my profile, but I want you to check out the video that I uploaded a couple of days ago, and it shows all of the books. Oh, Shelster, thank you. It shows all of the books, and it gives a short description, So check it out. Joyce Fields Good Short Books Video 10/22/2025. So check it out, y'all. This book will help you to raise kids that you can admire. So now that's pillar number 2. Increase your level of patience. I told you if you're 10 years old, I told you exactly how you do that. And then if you're raising toddlers, I told you how you do that. And I highly recommend that you get Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. Now, pillar number 3. I'm getting ready to do a helpful hand visual that's going to blow some of y'all's minds. Come on, y'all, share the live. I had a whole lot of, now I'm down to 79. But hey, I'll I'll give my whole thing to, if I only had one person on here other than my moderator or moderators, okay? So now, stay calm. That's pillar number 3. There is so much power in your ability to stay calm. You lose your power when you become angry. You think about this. Think about it. When you are angry, you start blustering. You just bluster. And you're animated. Ooh, you just so angry. You just electrified with anger, okay? You're losing power. This is power. Calmness. That's power. Okay? You are losing power when you become angry. Okay? I hope I showed you that. Now, Spirit came to me and Spirit gives me all of my helpful hand visuals, y'all. I don't make them up. So I had never used the word neurons before in doing any of my lives. And I just used the word neurons in one of my TikTok lives this year. And so told me to use the word neurons. I had a vague familiarity with neurons. I knew it was part of the brain, but that's about all I knew. And so I was talking about staying calm as opposed to getting angry. So Spirit was saying, this is your neurons. These are your neurons when you are calm, okay? They communicate with each other. They help you tremendously when you are calm. As opposed to this, when you are angry. Look. Yes. You see? Angry. Look at what your neurons are doing when you're angry, as opposed to when you're calm. You see? So now Spirit came to me during the live and told me to do that. Later on that night, same night, and Spirit came back, and it flabbergasted me, y'all, because I can't remember when Spirit came back. But Spirit came back and told me to look up what neurons do. I obeyed, and I Googled it, and this is what Google said. Neurons work together to produce memories, make decisions, and compute information. They take chemical signals, transport them, and form new wiring within the brain. Neurons also help different parts of the brain to communicate with each other. Oh, you're very welcome, and thanks for subscribing. So that is why you cannot think straight when you are angry, aggravated, agitated. That is why you cannot make good choices. That's why you can't make good decisions. So do yourself a favor and stay calm. Let your neurons operate like this. Stay calm, y'all. Not this. So the next time you feel yourself becoming angry, think about your neurons. And I hope that I have planted a seed where you will really think about your neurons when you start to become angry. You're losing power. You see? So stay calm. Pillar, now, did that helpful hand visual blow y'all's minds? Some of y'all, come on, give me some responses. Come on, give me some responses, y'all. Did that blow your mind? Come on, be quicker with your responses. Come on, y'all. That's right, taking my power back. Yes, stay calm. Yes, all right, wonderful. Okay, so now the 4 words. This is the 4th pillar. Oh, good, thank you. I gotta do that again. The 4th pillar is remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, all of that stuff. They can immediately lower it. And those 4 words are, this too shall pass. You see? I'm going to repeat it. This too shall pass. No situation in life is permanent. No scenario in life is permanent. Everything passes, including us. We'll even say the word pass when we're talking about death. He passed last year. She passed yesterday. Nothing lasts. So the next time your mama is chewing you out, or the next time your daddy is chewing you out, they can't read your mind. Remember that. They cannot read your mind. So be getting chewed out and then say out, not out loud, no, say it in your mind. This too shall pass. She ain't gonna be fussing at me forever. This too shall pass. He ain't gonna be fussing at me forever. And those 4 words, in 90% of the mess that you're involved in, those 4 words will carry you through it, okay? This too shall pass. This too shall pass, y'all. Now, if you enjoyed this live, you're really going to love all of the books at goodshortbooks.com. They are all true to the website's name, Good and Short. They are 11 fabulous nonfiction books in 9 different genres. 9 different genres. Memoirs, parenting, relationships, children's education, fairy tales, bullying, original quotes, health, and spirituality. Those are the genres. And again, like I said, if you go to my YouTube, I just put up a video of all 11 of the books. And it's a fun video, and it shows you the book's cover and a description of each, each. It's a slideshow, and with music, and each slide is a book on each slide, and then has the cover and then the description of the book. Okay, so it's a fun video. I think you'll enjoy it. So it's Joyce Fields dash Good Short Books video 10/22/2025. So check it out, y'all. So now I want to thank y'all for joining my live. I just shared the 4 pillars that will help you to undifficult your life. Pillar number 1, develop and maintain a positive attitude. And I told you how you do that. You simply have to write a program and say it out loud. And this is the program, and this is what you say. From now on, I will be working on developing and maintaining a positive attitude. Pillar number 2, increase your level of patience. If you are 10 years old or older, I told you exactly how you increase your own level of patience. You make yourself wait. And be conscious of the fact that you are teaching yourself patience. Say it out loud. I am teaching myself how to wait. I am learning how to increase my own level of patience. Then I told you how you how you teach patience to a toddler. I gave you that information, and I told you about this book, Mother's Dozen, an easy recipe for raising great kids. Okay? That's pillar number 2, increase your own level of patience. Pillar number 3, stay calm. And Lord, I'm telling you, stay calm. I told y'all about how when you become angry or agitated, you lose your power. There is power in remaining calm. Stay calm, y'all. Stay calm. Oh, wonderful, Miriam. Wonderful. So go check out the video. Y'all will love the video. I did it several years ago, but it's still relevant because all it does is talks about the books and explains what they are, what describes them. So that's pillar number 3, stay calm. Remember your neurons, y'all. Don't let your neurons do like this. Let them stay calm, okay? Remember your neurons. Then pillar number 4, remember the 4 words that can immediately lower your stress, anxiety, panic, any of that kind of stuff. Any kind of ugliness that is inside of you. This too shall pass. Every bit of advice that I have shared with y'all, I live it. I have lived it since I was about 10 years old, and now I'm 81 years old, or 81 years wiser, as someone told me once. So, if y'all enjoyed this live, if y'all got something out of the advice that I shared, you can do a video or a post and tell people what you got out of the advice that I share, how you plan to use the advice that I share. Tell people how valuable you think the 4 pillars are. And as a live creator, my mission statement is I do lives that inspire people on their journey to make the world a better place. And as an author, my mission statement is I write books that inspire people on their journey to make the world a better place. You see? And I like to think that all of you would like to contribute to making the world a better place. Now, don't you think that if more people developed and maintained a positive attitude, the world would be a better place? Don't you think that, pillar number 2, if more people increase their level of patience, the world would be a better place? Pillar number 3, don't you think that if more people stayed calm, the world would be a better place? And then pillar number 4, don't you think that, thank you, if more people remember those words, this too shall pass, that the world would be a better place? All I'm trying to do, y'all, is contribute to making the world a better place. I just feel like a vessel being used by God, and I'm spreading the advice that I share. I live a virtually stress-free life, and I want to tell y'all how you can do it too. Now, I always close out my lives with this book, My Simple Quotes to Live By. If you like quotes, you will love this book. It's 90 pages. It's 167 quotes that I coined. You're very welcome. And it's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com. Like I said, the link is in my profile. I coined my first quote. Share the live, y'all. I'm still going to be on here for a few minutes. I coined my first quote in 1959 when I was 15 years old. And that quote states, never lose your hope and faith. Never lose your hope and faith. I coined this, my first quote, in 1959 at the age of 15. The occasion was my middle school graduation from Detroit's Sherrard Junior High School. Ninth graders were asked to document their message to their fellow classmates, and that's what I said. I don't remember saying it, and I didn't know that I was coining a quote. Now I'm going to read y'all a quote that I do remember saying, and I did realize that I was coining a quote because it was for a quote contest. This was in 2011 or 13, and it was for a calendar, so they needed 12 quotes for this calendar. I coined this quote and submitted it to the contest, and it won as one of 12 for the calendar out of over 5,000 entries. Out of over 5,000 entries, y'all. So I post this quote to social media. I got to fix my stand. Thank you. Okay. I post this quote to social media to encourage people to chase their dreams. You see? Now, here is the quote. It's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased the dream. I'm going to repeat it. It's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased the dream. Chase your dreams, people. Nobody can see your dream as clearly as you can. Oh, yeah, okay, hey. And you can't see anybody else's dream as clearly as they can. So don't allow anybody to poo-poo your dream, and don't you poo-poo anybody else's, but do chase your dream. Now, the way this book is formatted, It's 90 pages. It's $7.99 at goodshortbooks.com. And it's 90 pages, and it's 2 quotes per page. The quotes are in all caps, separated by a black and white picture. Now, I am going to open the floor up, and the next 5 minutes I'm going to take, well, now 4 minutes, I'm going to take, y'all can shout out page numbers, and I will read the 2 quotes on that page. This is a 90-page book, but this is what's on page 90. So pages 6 to 89, I'll read the quotes on that page. And on page 11, that's where it's better to die chasing a dream never caught. That quote is on page 11. So throw out some page numbers, okay? G wants page 81. At the top of page 81, when you're in the hospital, be nice to the nurses. At the bottom of page 81, God made flowers in different colors, just like people. We're all beautiful. Okay, page 79 for Kookie. 79. At the top of page 79, we must let children pursue their own dreams, not our dreams for them. At the bottom of page 79, don't make your burdens too heavy for you to carry. Can y'all live by those quotes? Okay, page 66. Page 66, at the top of page 66, don't be driven by fear. You'll end up on the wrong road. At the bottom of page 66, the older you get, the easier life gets if you're learning from your observations and experiences. Okay? Can y'all live by those quotes? All right, page 8. At the top of page 8, teachers should have the highest pay because they teach us all. At the bottom of page 8, count your blessings. Millions of people would love to trade their problems for yours. Can y'all live by those quotes? Okay, page 72 for Erica. At the top of page 72, people can smell phoniness. Be for real. At the bottom of page 72, be a positive example, not a negative one. Can y'all live by those quotes? Okay. Melangisa wants page 36. At the top of page 36, show gratitude for what you have before asking God for more. At the bottom of page 36, you agree or disagree with what the person says, not with the person. So stop saying, I agree with Joe. I agree with Sally. I agree with what Joe said. I agree with what Sally said. So you don't agree with the person. You agree with what they said, you see? So if there are other people around, when you say, I agree with Joe, then that's going to make them feel a certain kind of way. But you can say, I agree with what Joe said, or I agree with what Mary said. Big difference, you see? Did y'all see the difference there? Come on, give me some responses. Now, if y'all enjoyed the quotes that I just read in this book, now, I still am on TikTok, and I have, let me see here. Okay. All right, so now I have 125 subscriber-only videos. If you love quotes, and I left TikTok because they got too restrictive on the freedom of speech issues as far as I'm concerned, and they raised their prices for subscribing. But if you love quotes well enough to subscribe, you go right ahead because I have 125 subscriber-only videos where I am reading quotes from this book, and I have beautified the quote or the quotes from this book. And this is what a beautified quote looks like. I just put pretty graphics behind it. And so this one is It's better to die chasing a dream never caught than to die never having chased the dream. So this is beautified. And this is what all of the 125 videos, subscriber only videos. So if you want to subscribe, you can go over to TikTok. My username is letter J, Fields, Fields, and the number 7. So they're still there. 125 subscriber only videos. So I love quotes, but I want to thank y'all for joining my live, and I hope that y'all will pass the word that I do these lives Monday through Friday at 4 a.m. Pacific time. So I want to undifficult your life. And I share these 4 pillars, and I hope that y'all will implement the 4 pillars in your life. Some of y'all have implemented them already while you're sitting there watching my live. So I appreciate that. And spread the word, y'all, and make it a great weekend. And I hope that you will use some of the advice that I shared over the weekend. Make it a better weekend with some of the advice that I shared. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Later, y'all.